Alright. Mitty, what's up, bro? Sorry, I'm in the hotel right now. Everything's a little funky. Trying to get everything set up. How does it look, though? Does the stream still look okay? Like, does everything still look decent? I mean, I don't know. I gotta connect to the internet in this hotel on my phone. Oh, well, that was easy. I think I just did. It didn't. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, how is it not asking for anything? Dude, the password to this place is so stupid. Hotel Wi-Fi passwords, if they have one, are usually so bad. It's because I'm not all up on the mic like I usually am. I have a little stand, so there's nothing I can really do. The only thing I could really do is I could turn the volume up by like 1.5, but if I go too loud, then it's just gonna be too loud. With picking other things up. Yeah. Everything's set up the exact same. Like I said, the big thing is just the volume. I turned it up like a dB. Did that help at all? Here, how about this? I'll turn it up. How about that? We're all the way at 6 now. We're plus 6 dB. That's 3 dB higher than I usually go. Is my perception. MIDI, bro, I just told you that it's turned all the way, that I'm turned up even more. It's just the only thing is that I'm farther away from the mic because I'm not at home. So I don't have my big arm. I don't have the arm to get all up in my grill. Why is your headset messed up? Dude, what a fun riff, though, right? Here, let me close this window. And let me turn that down. Did that help at all? Do I look more menacing now? Yeah, dude, if I told you guys why I was late to the stream, you'd be mad at me. You want to know why I was late to the stream? Because I was checking to make sure that my TikTok was still not banned, and what I did is I got on TikTok, and then I saw this one guy dressed up like in a SpongeBob costume. I was like, what the hell is he doing? And then I realized he's a voice actor, and I was like, bro, this guy's actually pretty sick. Like, he can nail all of the most common like male character voices, like from Goku, Frieza, all the way up to SpongeBob, Patrick, Rick Morty. It was actually, he's actually really really good. He was pretty cool, very entertaining to watch. But I got stuck like 30 minutes watching that as I'm like setting everything up. Do you think there are cliches of death metal? Did I read that right? Do you, what do you think are the cliches of death metal? Oh, very simple. Well, I don't want to necessarily say the cliches is this band in particular, but like I would say if you wanted to wrap up all of the cliches of death metal and of like slam all into one band, you would get Sanguisugabog. And although Sanguisugabog is like a good band and they do have their own sound, like if you put Sanguisugabog on, you know you're listening to Sanguisugabog. But it's like they're sort of mashing all of the things that sort of make death metal so so shocking and turning it into one band, which is probably why they got so popular. But if I had to, like I said, if I had to just name it as quick as possible, that band would probably be it. And I like Sanguisugabog. Sanguisugabog is unique, but like they use all the cliches in all of their songs. How's everybody doing, man? If you're in that chat right now, I see you. Stop in, say what's up. We write songs live with the chat, on the spot, with the chat's help. Right now, just hanging out. I got a couple riffs that we might be working with. Just sort of warming up the hands with some 96 Quiet Bitter Beings. Dude, what a tongue twister. Same with the riff. Dude, the riff is like just as tongue twistery as the name of the song. Yo, Bobby, fuck out of here. How did you know? I could go on and on with that song. It's just so fun. Like, the riff isn't even, like, everybody says that the riff is hard, but the only reason people say the riff is hard is because most people are, and if you play guitar, you'll know exactly what I mean. Most people are used to playing pentatonic scales. And the reason that song, first off, the song got very popular, and for a lot of people, I feel like that riff is such a finger twister, so to speak, or tongue twister for your fingers rather, that it's because you're playing an arpeggiated scale. You know, you're doing the... You know what I'm saying? So you're playing that arpeggiated E scale there, E minor, and it's definitely new for most people instead of just playing, you know, your A pentatonic scale. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the same old shit. But I feel like for a lot of people, that's why that riff is so Bobby, bro. That caught me off guard because I was like, okay, this dude's fucking with me, and then I saw Epstein Island. I was just like, bro, dude. Okay, so I'm in a lot of different like gaming Discord groups. Like I meet people in video games and then join their servers, and you know, you meet a lot of weirdos and stuff. But there was one person, I can't even remember who it was, but the name of the group was literally Epstein Island. So it's like you have a message from Discord or on Discord from Epstein Island, and I'm like, bro. Like, imagine, you know, your girl looks at your phone and it's like, Epstein Island is calling you. All right, anyways, I feel pretty warmed up for just hopping on the guitar. Let's go ahead and hop into an original riff that I'm just sort of honestly messing around with. Last stream, I came up with it, and it sounds really good. It sounds really cool. It has that like softer metalcore feel to it, and it's something that I've never really done before. But I just happened to come across this riff, and I was like, dude, this is sick. Like, and I kind of want to do something with it. So maybe that's where we're heading. By the way, can you guys hear me okay? I understand that I'm not at home. I don't have my boom arm for my microphone. My microphone is right here, but I've turned my mic up 6 dB. So you guys can probably hear the strings and everything. I try to avoid that. I have a plugin that gets rid of everything, but my laptop CPU cannot keep up with the latency, and it causes too much delay in my voice. It's not a lot, but it's enough to throw me off because I hear my voice back in my headset. So I just don't want to deal with that. But yeah. So I'll hit you with the riff. But yeah, tell me if you guys can hear me enough. Like, is this enough? Okay, and this is me sort of leaning in. This sort of the, like, metalcore riff thing that I'm talking about is in drop. So. All right, we're looking good. And we had drums to it. I threw some drums together real quick. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Let me get a 1, 2, 3, 4 count in. There we go. I'm gonna try and remember everything from it, but yeah. Fuck. Just coming up with the riff. Trying to remember the riff. I had some other things too, but yeah. So that's pretty much the main riff. That would be like for the verse. You know, we would hit you with a cool little intro. We'll come up with an intro, and then we use that for the verse. We have our main riff, and then the verse riff, and then some bridge stuff. Which with something like this, we can very easily come up with something pretty unique. For me, at least, it is, because I don't really listen to the style of music that I'm playing right there. So, yeah. It's giving Fear Before the March of Flames. Dude, that sounds sick. What is that? Fear Before the March of Flames. Like, dude, what? Like, imagine living, like, 500 years ago. And, like, the dude on horseback in a suit of armor, the city's on fire. You guys have already caught it on fire. Now you're getting ready to fucking raid it. And he tells you, fucking, fear before the march of flames. Or no, that would be fear not before the march of flames. But you get what I'm saying. It's pretty sick. Anyways, yeah, let's play through this a little bit more. And then let's keep going. Yeah. Thinking something, sort of piecing that together, making it way more clean and tight. Um, but, this sort of almost brings me to I would not have come up with this riff if I wouldn't have changed the guitar tone that I was using. Let me turn this light down by one real quick. Sorry, I wanted to turn that down real quick. Finding the drums is sort of like the buzzkill for me personally, and it's something that I love to do, but on these live streams, I know that it can be sort of time consuming. So what I really try and do is when I come up with the riff, I find something as close as possible immediately and give it to you guys, and then we sort of take the path together. If that's something that you are interested in, for sure, follow the channel because we definitely have a lot of good stuff that we're going to be doing here in the future. Also, I want to be able to do this giveaway. I'm giving away a brand new fuzz pedal. It is the hoof pedal by Electro Harmonics. So all you have to do is be subscribed, and then we will announce a winner live with a shirt. So but Tio, would you agree with that? I mean, do you think, like, I don't know, do you think that any of that is relatable at all with the whole cliches of metal thing? Because I mean, if I'm being honest, it just kind of feels like that band in particular just sort of, they pull out all the cliches and boom, they give it to you. But they do it in a really good way. So it's like the band's great, but if I had to think of all the death metal stuff. Plus, honestly, I didn't grow up around death metal, but I will say I have had a lot of people in my life that have always loved death metal. I never understood it. I was always punk rock, thrash. I loved my shit fast, raw, uncut, unfiltered. And, you get that with death metal, but it wasn't the same. The vibe wasn't the same. And it wasn't up until about 2 years ago, maybe even like, I don't want to say 2 years ago. It was more like 4 years ago, but 2 years ago where it was like, okay, I put you in the rotation now. Because, like, there were bands that were death metal that I listened to, but they were always the more popular ones. Like, of course, for example, Cannibal Corpse, Cannabis Corpse, Immortal, just bands like that that I would listen to that are death metal. Damn, am I doing it right, Tio? Ooh, that's it. Oh, dude, I'm trying to find all these like melodic ins and outs. Um, but it's not something I play all the time, so it's a little weird. It's like a little different for me. Let's find a chorus. Let's find a chorus drum. That's easy. Oh shit, I don't have my MIDI keyboard set up. I'm gonna grab that. Let's find these drums. These are super easy to find. What I'm about to do. It's literally gonna be. You'll see. If I explain it, you guys probably won't even know what the hell I'm talking about. So let me grab this real quick. Not saying you guys are stupid or something. Just I mean, like musically speaking, a lot of people watching might not even know what the hell I'm talking about. So for the chorus. It feels good, man. You know, I'm feeling alive. Oh! I almost forgot freaking Skelly, dude. What the heck? I'm sorry, baby girl. My bad. Your loved ones forgot about you when you passed away. But I have not forgotten about you, Skelly. Skellingsmore. My baby. There you go, baby girl. Listen, Tio, the reason that I put a hat on is out of habit from always having long hair and it getting in my face when I play guitar. So typically I have it on when I'm, because as much as I love having longer hair, I constantly have the problem with it getting in my face. And the worst thing... Yes, Eyelid, what's up? Hey, I remember you. You've been here before, right? I think I remember you. There was somebody else with the name similar to yours, I think. Or maybe it was you. I think I remember you, though. I try and remember everybody that stands out in the chat. Anyways, what was I talking about? Easy Drummer. Yes, it is Easy Drummer. I freaking love Easy Drummer. It's, I think, personally, the best software to have. Because you can do it with standalone. You don't even need a DAW. If you're just trying to jam, you can download Easy Drummer, go into the grid editor, and make your own MIDI grooves. Or if you don't even want to do that, you can literally just freaking play grooves that you buy. It's sick. First time here, don't know what you're talking about. Dude, I know that there's somebody else that's been here with like the name Eyelid or something very similar to that. All right, so we need this, we came up with like a melodic chorus for that riff. So we're going to try and find something that will be good for that. Eyebrow. Yes, it was definitely Mr. Eyebrow. I think that's too like punky. We need something slightly more groove. Here, in order for me to do this, I'm going to need my MIDI keyboard. Let me grab my MIDI keyboard real quick. Bro, do that riff track with a breakdown behind it. Yo, that's a good idea. Okay, so how about this? So, Eyelid, first off, welcome in. Thanks for hanging out. Second, I want to tell you what we do real quick. So we're writing a song live with the chat on the spot. Right now, we're in the beginning phases. Usually we complete a song within 2 to 4 streams, depending on how long I am capable of streaming or until the creativity just quits, because it is a lot of mental energy to do all of this, especially live at once. So, yeah, right now we're sort of getting all of the pieces of the puzzle. We're getting all the corner pieces of the puzzle set aside right now, and then we're going to dive in and start matching up our frame pieces and then start working on the center. So that's sort of the goal for now. I need to get this drum beat for this potential chorus. That breakdown idea is super good, but we should save the breakdown portion of it for like the end of the song. Like we can still add like a dun 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 dun. We can still do that, but not as like heavy, more aggressive, and then make it real heavy at the end. Let me grab this MIDI keyboard. Good idea, bro. getting it plugged in now. We'll get those chorus drums there, and then we can bounce. We can start getting this thing ready. Got to get it plugged in. I'm at a pretty small desk, I want to say. It's just I'm not at home, so it's very uncomfortable. And not only that, but I'm writing these songs live. Like I'm freaking writing these songs for you guys in a hotel room after a hard ass day of work, being exhausted. So I'm doing my best. Yeah, I can give you, so we have a verse section. So as far as anything with drums, it was a quick throw together, but I'll show you the idea for the verse, okay? Okay, keyboard's working fine. Yeah, so let me play you through what I'm imagining is going to be like for the vocals. And for a song like this, I don't know why, I'm really imagining some female vocals. It just really feels like this song needs some female vocals. And I'm just going to say this. I've never written a song that I'm like, this needs female vocals. Like, this is a very unique song for me to be writing. Because as you can even see by the band shirt, I don't write this type of music usually. So this is pretty, pretty new for me too. Okay, so let's do a count in. So that's what we have for the verse. Just, quick, simple. That's what we have for the verse. I'm really big on transitions. So the transitions will be good. But I like to take my time on them and not rush them unless they just come naturally. So, but yeah, I've been trying to get these drums for like this potential chorus. Let's do it. Let's do it. I think we need like a... We need drums like that for this. You know what I'm saying? I think that will work good. Whoa, but this is way faster. It's way faster than what I anticipated. So maybe the chorus slows down a bit. I don't know, because that sounds too fast. It just feels a little too fast um, for for this part that we're doing. I like this chorus feels like it should slow down a little bit. I don't know. Is it just me? Here, why don't we do this? We need something close to this anyway. Ooh, I think this one might be better. Ooh, maybe I should add some shit like that in there. Ooh, yeah, maybe we just bring it up one. One layer of octaves can really give that punk vibe. Oh, I feel you there. I'm an octave god. I love me some octaves. I love octaves so much that usually bands will pan one guitar left, one guitar right, octave, rhythm. But I love octaves so much that with the way that I record my music, I like to incorporate them mono. And I've figured out a way to, with automation and everything else, how to put those guitars in mono without interrupting the bass too much and without interrupting the snare or the kick too much. So I've figured out how to do it really well, and I love my octaves, especially in my punk that I write, because in pop punk, in skate punk, if there's no octaves, it almost takes away like a quarter of the genre when it comes to the instrumental. Like those octaves really do a lot for that genre. But yeah, octaves would sound sick here too. Thank you for saying that the beat fits. That makes me feel a lot better. We'll get fills later. This can all just be thrown out here for now. I don't want to go through fills and get stuck in that rabbit hole. I know how I am. I go through fills, and then guess what happens? I get stuck at trying to perfect drums when the song it hasn't even gotten its soul yet. But to be quite honest, with a song like this, I kind of feel really good about it, and I think that not necessarily good about the song. There is no song to feel good about. I feel really good about the intent that I'm going to be creating this. So I think that this one's going to be a banger, just solely by the way that it's turning out and the way that it sounds. With that said, imagine that the chorus, let's throw these drums here for now. So we have these drums here for the verse. We have this. So I will say though, in order for it to match up enough, we're gonna kind of have to find something that goes with that part. Luckily, we don't have to get it perfect. We just got to get it close so we know, hey, that's what we're trying to do. Hey, future Cody, this is what we're doing. So matter of fact, let's go ahead and play through this, right? I wonder if I can even go from one into the other, because it is a verse into a chorus, which is like, very popular, but I do like my transitions. So let's see how this works. I don't think that this is going to work. I think that that works pretty good, actually. I think that there are a lot of different techniques that I can do that'll sort of sway it better and give it a better feel. Plus, I'm playing a mono guitar. I like it's all very raw, very rough right now. So give me a break. um, oh, I immediately saw that there. There is a vibe in the room when I entered the stream. Thank you, man. I hope it was a good vibe. Because I will say this, I am in a hotel room, obviously. And, I try and create with the camera angle, with the light, with my mood light in the back. I try and create a vibe that is comfortable and feels like people can just sit back, relax, help write a song, and, just generally be able to, talk and hang out. So, yeah, I appreciate you letting me know that. Yeah, people seem to really like when I'm in the hotel. I remember one time when I was in the hotel, it was like the most donations I had ever gotten. I think it was like $75 worth of donations that day, and I never get donations. Like, it was like, what the hell? Is the hotel the trick? Do I just need to be living in a hotel? Like, do I sell my home and everything? I'm like, what? All right, let's keep piecing together this song, though, and getting it to a point where we can say, you know what I mean? Where we can say, okay, let's start recording and actually start making this work. I will say, though, I'm not double tracking until I open up another session, because I am in an old session, our last song that we worked on from the last couple streams. So that song is in this session. This is just for me to get stuff started. So I'll take those drums over, put them in the next session. So yeah. So maybe let's see what that transition do. Let's do that transition again. Orion sounds familiar. You got it. My normal guitar tone is this. I'll show you what my usual stream guitar tone is. This is my usual guitar tone. Yeah, you get the point. That's usually my guitar tone. The reason I use the Gojira plugin is because it has the doubler, and the doubler allows people that might be listening in their car or in headphones. When I'm starting to write the song, they can hear two guitars left and right, and it sort of gives people that don't play music or write music the opportunity to maybe want to stick around longer because they can understand what the song might be becoming. So that's what I usually do. But I think for the song that we're writing, we need a fluffier kind of tone. You know what I mean? A more sort of fluffy type of tone. I don't know how else to say it. Like a little fuzzy, a little bit bigger, which is exactly why I chose the dual rectifier for this, because it's the perfect amp for this genre of music. It still has that saturated sound, but it's also like dry enough and big enough in the low end to really push those notes and kind of muddy them up a bit, but like in a good way when you have a overdrive going. So that's sort of my thought process behind it, and I'm sure some people are like, "What the fuck's he talking about?" But yeah, that's the thought process. I'm gonna turn this noise gate up a little bit more too. All right. Let's take that out of here. So let's go ahead and play through this again. So this would be verse chorus with no real transition, just sort of, hey, sloppy toppy, we're going straight into it. You have the nameless. Do I have the nameless? I don't know what I have anymore. There's a couple plugins that I don't have on this laptop, but on the laptop from Neural DSP, I have Gojira X, Petrucci, Tim Henson, Fortin Cali, Soldano Slow 100, and the Parallax. Those are the ones from Neural DSP that I have. Although I will say some of my favorite guitar tones as far as plugins are within STL Tones stuff. I don't know if you're familiar with STL Tones. I'm sure if you know Neural DSP, then you are. A lot of people don't buy the suites. I always highly recommend checking out the Lasse Lammert one. In my opinion, you get death metal, you get thrash, and you get a Driftwood Purple Nightmare, which is just really unique in its own way. And it's fucking awesome. But I digress. Let's go ahead and run through this, shall we? Yep, I knew it. That's what I'm saying. Everyone has freaking Tone Hub when it comes to STL Tones. Everybody seems to go for the Tone Hub thing. And I personally don't understand it, but then again, I've never tried it. Maybe for the transition in that, we can like do some type of like swooshing, swoopy noise there to bring us back into the second verse. And I gotta say, usually I'm big on the transitioning there, but I think that this works really, really well. Let's go one more time and drag in some more drums. Also, I have this whole riff right here that I want to use for this to kind of metal it up a little bit. Fuck, I'm trying to remember it. Yo, that could be sick. Actually, I like that a lot. That could be a good pick me up because the song sort of drags a little bit. This could be a good way to like end the song instead of ending the song on a breakdown like a typical metalcore song. Bro, we can bring it into that and make the song fast at the end, which would add like my own flavor to it. Even though the riff isn't there, I like fast music, so like this could be perfect for me. I'm gonna actually record that real quick so I don't forget it. All right. Anyways, I was just trying to get that first part, but those chords were sounding pretty cool. I can see why people, like bands would love making guitar riffs like this because it's actually really fucking fun. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I know it's super simple, but it just feels good, you know? Like, I don't know how else to describe it. Like, it just feels good to play. Like, it's fun. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not worried about hitting 1,000 notes a second like I am whenever I play thrash or death metal and being super technical. Like, I'm just having fucking fun, you know? And I feel like music should be like that. Because when it comes to fast music and stuff, man, like, if you're not playing with a band, playing the fast stuff can get pretty boring pretty fast if it doesn't make you feel something, because like playing fast music with your friends is like the most fun thing ever. But when you don't really have the place to do it, or don't have a band, which I'm not saying I don't, but you get what the fuck I'm saying. I think that this was like some type of riff idea I had. I'm just going to throw that down this way. We're getting dangerously close to opening up a new session and putting all this in there. Because I don't like recording 2 songs in one session anymore. I was guilty of that for a very long time, and I don't want to do that anymore. What is this? Oh, that's right. We didn't finish the breakdown in this song. All right, maybe I'll do that eventually. Not right now, though. I forgot. It's not even double track. Damn, man. That sucks. Yeah, the groove is important, especially if you want to catch people. I've been really liking stuff that just makes me want to keep playing, you know? I don't know how far we'll get tonight. I am pretty exhausted from work. Um, but I will say this. I'm going to power through until my brain hurts. I haven't even had dinner yet. I don't even know if we're going out to get dinner. Dude, I ate at this I forget what the front of it says, but the second part of it says Dominican food. And bro, when I tell you that these birria tacos I had last night were literally the best tacos I've ever had, I'm not even kidding. And I've had a lot of tacos. I've been to a lot of places, a lot of good places, but I'm telling you everything was made from scratch. Every seasoning, every sauce, everything was like made from scratch and they were so fucking good. I ate 3 of these greasy ass things and they didn't even make me feel bad. Like I think I might get it again tonight. I'm gonna be so embarrassed walking back in there alone. I can't understand this lady at all. You know what I mean? Like just walking back in there by myself, getting some more tacos, not understanding a lick of what. I mean, I understood like some of what she was saying. Like, my best friend growing up was El Salvadorian, and his mom only spoke Spanish, so I kind of like learned to get by with certain words she said. I was like, oh yeah, I remember what that one means, and like piece stuff together. But speaking it and everything else is a whole different thing. What do you do for work? I had tacos for lunch today. Fuck yeah! What's up, Gino? I work construction. I do commercial flooring, epoxy flooring, decorative flooring. You've seen epoxy flooring before, 100%. We do the flake stuff. We do reflective floors, like you've probably seen TikToks, YouTube shorts, or Instagram reels of people like taking a big slab of wood, throwing the colored resin in it, polishing it up like that. We do that, but with floors. We don't do like the whole polishing thing, and I don't know. It's different. Like the countertop stuff is different than the stuff for the floor, for the concrete. But yeah, so I work construction, and it's not a easy job at all. I will tell you that it's very stressful, a lot of manual labor, very hot, just like any construction job. Um, yeah, but it's a pain in the ass. I know looking at me, you probably wouldn't assume construction worker, but I've pretty much been working construction since I was 17 years old. Not pretty much. Like, I literally, the girl, so my son's mom, which we're not together anymore, but my son's mom, her dad owned a masonry company. He was a mason for his whole life, and I started doing masonry. Um, and that's how I cut my teeth in construction. And I hated it. I was the only laborer for. I mean, dude, imagine being 17 years old, driving a big ass Petty Boom Skytrack with the hydraulic bags in it, and you're carrying thousands of dollars worth of bricks in front of a rich person's house, putting brick up. Like, I was terrified. It was terrifying, but I did it, and it made me who I am today. But I'm telling you, them old guys used to get on my ass. Like, I'm telling you, I went to a show and I hurt my leg really bad, and I had a brace on it, but I still went to work. And this one dude that worked on the job site, his nickname was Pooh. I don't know why his nickname was Pooh. Maybe it was Winnie the Pooh. I don't know. I never asked him. Old fucking hillbilly redneck dude. His name was Pooh. And I told him, yeah, I was at a concert, and Um, I fell down. I hit my leg. It hurts real bad. Sorry, you guys. And he was like, "What song was playing?" Let the bodies hit the floor, and like everyone started dying. But like, bro, they would always get on me, and I would always be super fucking high at work too. Like, I would be stoned out of my mind. They were stoners too, literal stoned stonemasons. And they nicknamed me Three Toes, and I didn't figure it out till later on. But they named me Three Toes because they said I was like a fucking sloth because I was so fucking slow. But I mean, you're getting a 17-year-old stoned as fuck working on the job site, like, bro. Anyways, I'm yapping, but started when I was 12, picking up scraps, then ran nail gun. Oh, if we're going that far back with stuff like that, then yeah, I've pretty much been doing that type of shit my whole life. But like as far as like actually the job, I was 17. Yeah, I hate roofing, man. Roofing, it's way too hard to work for not enough pay, just like almost any job. And it's just a pain in the ass. Luckily with roofing though, you might get those customers that are insane people, and no matter what, they got you there to scam you. But when we do floors, I'm not even kidding, people will literally tell us like the dumbest shit. Like, if we do a residential, they'll say, "Yeah, but this area here doesn't. I don't like the way this area looks." And I'm like, "It looks like the rest of the fucking floor. What are you talking about?" Like, we do the flake. Like, you ever seen the flaked floors? Like, it looks like chipped flake. That's actually chipped vinyl or acrylic flake, and we throw that on top of the resin, and it sticks, and then we seal it and all that stuff. And they'll be like, "Yeah, but it looks like it's more of this color over here." And I'm like, "It's a random broadcast. I didn't purposefully pick out 12,000 fucking of the white or blue or whatever you have and put it in that one spot." Like, dude, dealing with residential customers is the worst. Anyways, let's get back to playing some music. Good to have you here, Gino. We're writing songs live with the chat on the spot with chat's help. That means you. So feel free to stick around, hit that subscribe button. I don't bite. And yeah, let's go ahead and try and work this in there. So yeah, let's start it from this first part here, the verse into the chorus. No intro yet. Mono guitar going straight down the middle. Shanshilo over on Twitch. Sorry I'm not at home right now, so I can't see all the chats, and I'm so sorry if I've been missing any of your chats. Hello, gay. What's up, brother? I don't know who's on Twitch, honestly. I'd have to get on my phone and check it. Amen, what's up? What are we doing? We're writing a song live with the chat, doing our thing, you feel me? All right. I don't know who it was on Twitch. Sorry for not having Twitch up. I'm just not at home. I have double monitors now at home, so I'll be able to manage the chats pretty well. With that said, let's go ahead and kick back into this, right? Are you posting music, man? So I'll make this short because I want to hop back in here for the people that want to watch the guitar. But long story short, I do have a Patreon. It is linked above. Click my name, hit more, scroll down. You'll see the PayPal. You'll see Instagram, TikTok, and Patreon. And if you go to the Patreon, you can I post the songs there that we write. It's been a while since I've done it. I had a little bit of a funk. Work was picking back up, and I was kind of depressed and stuff. And I wasn't in the right headspace, but I'm back at it. I'm doing my thing, and I'm going to start posting those songs again. So you can go there. There's free ones, and then there's paid stuff. So if you want the paid stuff, you can preview it. But I give you the drums, so if you want to play guitar to the drums, you very well can. And what I want to start doing is for people that pay is show how to play the riff regular and then slow it down, so that way if people want to learn how to play it, they can play along with the songs that we created together. So yeah, so that's available there. As far as Spotify or anything, my band's name is Narc. We haven't posted anything in a while. All the recordings are stuff from when I first started recording, so they're not the best. But that is my band, and that is the music that I have out there. All the other bands I've ever been in have been erased off the face of the earth because of one person who I despise, and he basically took over the record label and cut everybody out. So yeah, all my music is gone. And the guy who recorded our albums, he says that he had a problem with his computer and he doesn't have those recordings anymore. So literally years of work, blood, sweat, and literal tears and literal blood are fucking gone. And it really is. Every band I've ever been in, the music has disappeared. I literally have nothing to show for the amount of hard work that I've put into music. Anyways, I could rant about that for hours. Let's have some fun, all right? I had the stream in the background and it gave me a Lizzie Hale vibe. Dude, you're the second person to say that. I must be really hitting a chord here today with that. Amen. Thank you. Thanks for being here, brother. All right, let's go ahead and play a little bit. Let's do the transition again, and then let's open up a new session and actually be able to start like really messing around and recording everything. Okay, so let's run through one more time, and I'll open up a quick session. Yeah, you're the second person to say that, and I can like actually say that I've never listened to Pretty Reckless. I did date a girl a long time ago who really liked the Pretty Reckless, so I've never purposefully put Pretty Reckless on to listen, but somebody did say that the Lizzie Hale vibe was within this song, and hey, I'll take it. She's cool, and she's hot. Bro, I think you're right. This singer needs to be a girl. I didn't even see that message. Yes, I know. It needs to be a girl. Like Haley Williams, fucking Lizzie Hale, like you said. Like that I don't know. Like it just has that vibe. Like it needs to be a girl. Like for real. And I actually do know my first band I had I was with a female vocalist, and she's really good, and she does like that Johnny Craig type of singy stuff with it too, but she's really into metalcore and stuff like that. Her name is Shaylin Marks. She has her own page and stuff. But yeah, she's a really good singer. Maybe I can get her to come over to my house and record this song. I haven't seen her in a while, so I have to hit her up and have her come over and record some vocals to this. I'll send it to her. How about that? I'll send it to her, and if she says yes and she's okay with it, then we can record it live on the live stream. Okay, we'll record the vocals for this song live on the live stream. And I've said that before. Hayden has been really busy, so he hasn't been able to do it. My buddy Cypress moved to Florida, so I haven't been able to do it. The guy I hit up for the Lamb of God style vocals, he didn't hit me back after I asked for his email. He was all down for it, then he didn't hit me back. So maybe fourth time's a charm. I don't know. But let's go ahead and open up a session, and you're not going to be able to hear any, you know what I mean? It's going to be silent, so no vocals. Let's open up this sesh, right? Hold on. And before I do that, actually, I can go ahead and just copy all of this, because basically what I'm going to do is bring in all of these tracks here, because I'm going to be using all of them anyways. So I'm going to need to create the master, send the master track over to Streamlabs, blah, 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 all that stuff. So bear with me for just a moment, okay? Let me copy this, open up the session, and paste it. With that said, Eyelid, bro, and Gino, do you guys play guitar, man? I mean, I would assume, like, it ended up on your For You page because you play guitar or just listen to this type of music. All right, here I go. Vocals will be silent for about 30 seconds, all right? All right, now it will be. Check, check, check. That's my bad. I didn't create the master track yet on this one. I'm sorry, you guys. 1 second. Okay, it should be back now. I can check in Streamlabs. Shin Shilo, I still don't see your stuff popping up in Twitch. Like, I don't see it popping up in the chat on Twitch. I only see it when I go to Streamlabs. So I'm really sorry if you're still watching on Twitch. It won't be like this whenever I get home. I'll be able to see everything from a second monitor. It's just I'm out of town. I do appreciate the follow, man. Seriously, if you do want to engage tonight, I do recommend going to YouTube and hanging out with everybody in here. Just because I have more people here, but also because that's mainly where the chat's at. So, but yeah, mic should be good. And yeah, everything's lined up, it looks like. I can throw this back. Okay, somebody else over on Twitch. I missed the name. No. I missed the name. I do apologize over on Twitch. I missed it. If you are on Twitch right now, I see a couple people just joined. If you are on Twitch right now watching the stream, I do recommend that you head over to Digicore Kid. Dude, I just saw somebody the other day who was posting Digicore stuff, like them making Digicore stuff, and I didn't even know what that was until the other day. I'd like heard the music before. Anyways, head to YouTube if you want a constant flow of conversation, because I am in a hotel. I have one laptop, and it's hard to look at all of the chat. So I do appreciate you guys. I will see you over on YouTube, or I'll get to you in a few minutes. All right, with that said, we have these drums here. Right now, this will be a verse and a chorus. All I have is my mono guitar at the moment. Okay, so let's go ahead and play through it one more time so I can kind of hear where I want to go from here. Shit, I forgot this is the new session. I got to get my metronome set up. That's what I use for my count in. You guys won't hear it though. All right, let's go. All right, so that's sort of where we're going right now with it. Yes, we have all of the chat here. All right, cool. Just checking. Let's go. All I really need now is to bring that verse over one more time so we can kick into it. But coming out of this part here, which is that coming out of that, like, what is going to be the chorus, I kind of want to do like a transition there at the very end of it where it goes into that, you know what I mean? We also had that idea of the Donovan, what's up, man? Hot 12-hour shift. Yeah, daddy. I feel that. We did a 10-hour shift today. I feel you, man. Man, I'm good. I honestly don't want to end the stream to go pick up dinner, but everywhere in Pennsylvania where I'm at right now closes at 10. So I will not be able to get food anywhere else if I don't do it soon. Check on the Twitch fam. A freaking hot, spicy 12-hour shift. It's crazy, man. I'm gonna learn to use Twitch better when I get back home. Alright, anyways. Let's go ahead and... You out of town this week? Yeah. That's why I'm in the tel, baby. That's why I'm in the hotel, man. I'm out of town Monday through... It's potentially going to be Friday. But I think we're going to leave Thursday and then come back Monday, Tuesday. So, yeah. But the good thing about that is Friday, Saturday night, I get to stream on the new setup. So, yeah. I'm going to have to transfer this session over because... No, we might be able to finish this song this week. Let's see how it goes. Let's play it by ear. Okay, anyways. So, I need to switch the guitar tone of my left and right because I have the Gojira plugin here, and we're not using that for this song. So, let's get rid of those. Let's put the regular one in there. And because I know exactly what I want to do for the verse, let's go ahead and put that guitar tone up here and record a left and right and see how this actually is going to sound. Because I'm pretty curious myself to see how this sounds double tracked. What time did you go to work? Because, I mean, a 12-hour shift, if you just got off, then you didn't go to work till freaking 6 o'clock. Or no, it'd be 7, right? 7 to 7 be 12. No, it would have been like 9 o'clock. East Coast time, I'm saying. Ugh, gotta love that. Alright, so we have this here. Okay, so let's try and record a double track of the verse. Just the verse. I want to hear how this sounds. We are going to be slipping back into the verse. Dude, I have so many cool ideas for this song. Like, dude, you guys, this song, by tomorrow, when we're actually, like, writing and double tracking and getting all this put together, dude, it's gonna be a banger. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so I have to record left and right, so you're only going to hear the left guitar for a moment. Okay, you guys? I did forget to do something, though. What's the number one rule before we record, you guys? Always tune up. You gots to tune up. You know what? You know what? I really feel like this is one of those songs as well. If we were to take our 440 and put it in 432, it would work really well. Sadly, I will have to get off here in like the latest I can do is like 30 freaking minutes because I still have to call the place and go pick it up and then close at 10. And it's a 10-minute drive, so I don't want to cut it too close and then not be able to get what I'm trying to order from there. And I don't be doing DoorDash. I don't even know how to pronounce the name of the fucking restaurant I'm gonna go to. Alright, we're good. Millie, what's up? Be safe out there. Dude, it's fucking... The area that we're working in, like, once you ride into town, it's super ghetto. It's like... It's super ghetto. You know, there's, like, corner stores and smoke shops everywhere. But when I tell you the best burrito tacos I've ever had, oh... Dude, like, I'm getting it a second night in a row. Like, these fucking tacos were legitimately the highlight of the week. Like, I'll say the week. They were that good. Oh, nice. Just relaxing. That's why we're here. We're just trying to make some music and relax. All right, 1 second. Sorry for leaving you guys hanging. Big Donnie in the chat. Okay, so back to where we were. We're recording the verse. We're double tracking it to see how it sounds with this guitar tone. We're doing the left guitar right now. Let's go. Sounds beefy, man. Sounds freaking beefy. Like, it really does. It sounds really beefy with this guitar tone. What I'm gonna do though is I'm going to go ahead and do what I usually do and put a filter, not a filter, but an EQ on the guitars. I usually cut at about 50, even sometimes up to 100 on the guitars, depending on how, you know, freaking fuzzy they are. So we're just getting rid of some of that unnecessary low end here. We're doing a little bit of liposuction, okay, so to speak, on that low end here. All right. All right, so we're gonna hit it at about 90. They don't both got to be perfect. They can both be a little bit different. As a matter of fact, with a tone like this, something else that I like to do whenever recording a tone like this where it's kind of muddy together, something I like to do, and this might be kind of lazy the way that I do it, but I literally will turn the knobs just a little bit on each one, just a little bit. Never the volume, but just the mids, the bass, the presence, all that stuff, just to get a slightly different tone out of the other one. And also, I like to move it. I like to make the cabinet slightly different than the other guitar tone, because when you're recording a real guitar through a real cabinet and you go ahead and your other guitarist does that, usually there's another guitar involved on the left and right side anyways. So for what we're doing here, this is the bare minimum. And if we really needed to, we could always check within Reaper super easy to see how bad the phase is on it, which I don't think that there is any, but there is a button right here, and you press it, it's the phase button, and you can tell the difference with the guitar because it will cut certain frequencies or make it mono depending on what is going on with your tone and what you did with it. And I don't think I hear anything. So we did good. Okay, so one more time. Beautiful. Sounds good. Millie, wait, do you play soccer? I feel like you've said that before, but I feel like it wasn't you were talking about playing soccer. Nice. I never got into soccer. When I was younger, I used to play baseball. Like not on an actual team, but with the neighborhood kids. Bro, y'all remember back in the day when like you were actually able to meet up with neighborhood kids and like fucking do something? Whether you liked them or not, they were the only kids that you had to hang out with, so you did. Oh, that sounds so terrible, but it's the truth. Like, some of those kids you did not want to hang out with, but it was like they were the only people that you could. Some of them end up being friends, and, you know. Okay, so some things need changed on that, but like I said, I just want to hear what this sounds like with the basic thing there. Dude, this even might be one of those songs where you can have like a double chorus. Like it has that double hook. Wait, what? What all went to shit? Did I miss something? What did I say? Okay. Alright, so it sounds cool, but I do want to add my own little thing on it, so let's play along with it with the monotone. I hear a left guitar only here? Oh, because never mind. I'm stupid. Wait, do those drums work like... Hold on. If we get like a... That might work perfect there. Hold on. That might be our perfect transition, you guys. Let's do it. Let's grab drums for that. No. That should get us close to the type of fill I'm looking for. What would that sound like cut in half? Because we need that shorter. This might work. Let's drag this drum fill out and put it in this spot. We need to also duplicate when it comes back in to the verse here. So because this works so well, I want to go ahead and try this. Together. Just throw this down here. Here. Okay, so let's hear what this sounds like with this fill I added. I think I want to keep it think I want to keep these on the toms. Yeah, Millie, if I do end up lagging, it's gonna be because of this hotel Wi-Fi. Just remember, or I'm sorry, Tio, just remember that I am on the hotel Wi-Fi. So it's only gonna be so good. You know what I mean? Just keep that in mind. Dude, it works so good. It works so good. Okay. Oh damn, man. We're almost running out of time. Let's try it and record the chorus, okay? Not much, Tio. We have a verse, we have a chorus, and we have a transition going back into the verse. So I would say we're doing pretty good right now, honestly, man. I would say that we're doing pretty damn good as far as, you know, coming up with this song. It's definitely turning out really good. All right. All right. And am I still lagging at all? that will be our demo in case we don't get it done in time for before I get off of here, because I do really, really need to get food, because this place closes at 10 and it's almost 9:30, and I still have to call in the freaking food. So yeah, let's try and get this done in 6 minutes. That's 3 minutes to do each one of these. I think I can do it. Let's do it. Damn it. We can record that last piece at the end whenever I get this next part here, okay? Okay. So we need to record. Okay, so we need to record that. This last portion here. Mother freaker. There we go. Good enough for now, since we're in such a time crunch. Okay, next part. Okay, let's do the right pan guitar. Maybe we'll make those. All right. I think that that's all we're gonna get done today, you guys. Um, I freaking gotta get food. Also, gotta freaking work in the morning. I've pretty much done nothing but wake up, go to work, come back here, shower, set all the stuff up for the stream. I watched 30 minutes of somebody else's stream today. But Klaus, what's up, man? It's been a while. How you been? At least we used to have a Klaus. I don't know if you're the same one. Welcome in, brother. And if you're not, hit that subscribe button. I'm pretty sure you are. I'm almost certain. What's up, Klaus? Yeah, let's go ahead and save this. So, what's today's date? The 5th. Wait, is it the 8th month already? Oh my god, you guys, I'm such a loser. Yeah. I knew I remembered you. I had to make sure. You know what I mean? I had to make sure. How you been, man? Yeah, I think Klaus has been here for a few months. W's. Wait. Some people have trouble doing this. Have you ever seen somebody have trouble doing this with their fingers, like the coordination thing? Can you guys do that? You know what I'm talking about? It's actually harder than it looks. The hardest is when you start mixing it up. Like you try and do the bottom and then the top. Because you have to do the bottom, the top, and then go to middle, and then do bottom, the top on the other one. It's really hard. Ah, dang it. Hey, Tio, can you do me a huge favor, brother? Can you go into Google and tell Klaus that I'm actually about to end stream because I need to get food and it's been a long day. Can you please tell him I've said that? I would really appreciate it. Cuz I don't know how else I'd be able to tell him right now cuz I Just don't have all the stuff that I usually have. Anybody else joining right now, man? If you're new, hit that subscribe button. We are working on a super sick song. Welcome to the stream. We write songs live with the chat, on the spot, with the chats, help you. And we make dope music. So if that's what you're into, man, hit that subscribe button. Sadly, I have to end the stream. It's been a long day. Got to go get some food. But this song is going to be a banger. But yeah, Tio, if you could do that real quick, let Klaus know, I would really appreciate it. I'll let him hear what we've done so far. Talking WWWs. All right. I gotta get the hell off of here. Gotta throw the old Vans on. Thank you, Klaus. I don't know if you understand me right now, Klaus, but I am about to get off of here. So thank you guys for joining, man. I'll check you guys later. Peace. I'll see you tomorrow. Let's save this project. Close out.